Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Samantha. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to show you one way to make fenugreek oil. There's several ways, but this is a pretty simple way. But before we get into the video, I just want to say a big thank you to my subscribers. I really appreciate your support. So to make fenugreek oil the traditional method, you need to use fenugreek seeds. Fenugreek seeds are also known as mete seeds, and they can be found in any place that sells spices, so it'll be in the spice aisle. So fenugreek is renowned for hair growth, and that's because it's a rich source of minerals and vitamins, particularly iron and protein, which are essential for hair growth. And they also stimulate blood flow to the hair follicles and promote hair growth that way. And they can actually awaken dormant hair follicles and cause new growth, which is why it's an effective treatment for alopecia. So we're also going to need an oil, and I'm using extra virgin olive oil here, but you can use coconut oil, almond oil, any oil of your choice. And we also need a glass jar that is heat resistant, because we're going to warm the oil and the seeds together using boiled water. So the first thing we're going to do is to get 1 tablespoon of the fenugreek seeds, and I add these to the jar. And then to make the oil more potent, we just crush the seeds a little bit. This is optional, you don't have to do this, but I find it makes the oil a lot more powerful. And then we're going to add enough oil to cover the seeds, and it's approximately 1/4 cup of oil. Next, I shake the seeds and the oil together to start the infusion process, and then I put the jar into the pot of boiling water and warm the oil and the seeds for 10 to 15 minutes on low to medium heat. After 10 to 15 minutes, take it off the stove and allow it to cool down completely. So after it is allowed to cool down completely, you're going to allow this to infuse for 3 to 4 weeks in a cool, dark cupboard. But during those 3 to 4 weeks, once a week, you need to shake the mixture really well to allow the seeds and the oil to mix, because the seeds will settle at the bottom, and you want to make sure that they mix thoroughly at least once a week. You can do it more often if you want, even every day, but once a week is a minimum. And then after 3 to 4 weeks, your fenugreek oil is ready, and you'll know that it's ready because it will smell like fenugreek. It'll be really nice and potent, this nice spicy smell. So you can strain it if you want to, but I don't. I just leave the seeds in the jar, and then whenever I want to use my fenugreek oil, I just pour out the amount that I need and leave the rest in the jar and store it in the cool, dark place. Obviously, the longer you leave the seeds in the oil, the more potent your fenugreek oil will be. As long as you store your fenugreek oil in a cool, dark place, it'll last 4 to 6 months without going bad. You don't have to store it in the fridge. You can if you want to, but it's not necessary. So fenugreek oil is very versatile, and you can use it as a scalp oil, you can use it as a hair oil, you can also use it as a hot oil treatment or a prepoo. You can even add it to your deep conditioners, etc. So many wonderful uses. Personally, I prefer to use fenugreek oil either as a scalp oil or as a prepoo hot oil treatment. If I'm using it as a scalp oil, I take just a small amount and apply it directly onto the scalp, and it's effective enough. You don't need a huge amount, and then you just make sure that in the problem areas you can add a little bit more. If I'm using it as a hot oil treatment, as a prepoo, then I apply some of it to my hair and massage the scalp as well, and then cover with a plastic, as you do with any hot oil treatment or prepoo treatment. So If you're using it as a hair oil, I'm going to warn you right now that you will walk around smelling a bit like a curry. Even if you add essential oils, they're not going to be strong enough to overpower the smell of fenugreek. Fenugreek is quite potent. But obviously, if you don't mind that, that's absolutely fine. But I just want you to know that so that you're not shocked if somebody mentions it to you. But if you use it as a hot oil treatment or as a pre-poo, then by the time you've washed and conditioned your hair, the smell will have gone, but it will still be effective. So this is it, my lovelies. I hope you found the video useful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you make it, please come back and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button, and I'll also appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up. Click the bell icon so that you'll know anytime that I have a new video on the channel and you can come over and watch it. Also, please share the video with your friends and family. Thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye for now.